Hey there, wonderful saints. We got a good, wonderful word. And our word is coming out of 1 Samuel 1 9 through 14 and 1 Samuel 25 through 27. And I titled this Hannah's Prayer. So let's look at this, saints. Let's look at Samuel's mother and let's look at how he came about. Let's look at some of the interesting things that, Hannah did in her prayer to bring, the little baby Samuel to light. So it's a wonderful thing. Prayer is essential to the Christian's life and it is powerful. It's the powerful weapon that we have. So we need to get acclimated so we can start using it. So I'm going to read up here. I'm going to start at 1 Samuel 1 9 through 14 and let's break it down. So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh and after that had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of the Lord, and she was in bitterness of soul and prayed unto the Lord and wept sore and showed a vow, and she vowed a vow, and said, O Lord of the hosts, if thou indeed will look on the afflictions of thine handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thine handmaid, but will give unto thy handmaid a child, then I will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there should be no razor upon his head. So let's understand this at first, that Pastor Eli, for what his sons did, he was on his way out. So look how, if you will not perform the task, the Lord will raise somebody up right up under you that will. So let's understand what's going on with Hannah here now. Hannah had a husband by the name of Elkanah, which is Samuel's father, and he had babies by another lady named Peninnah. And Hannah was always distressed and always angry and bitter because she couldn't have no kids. So one day they're down here in Shiloh and they're eating, and after they're drunk, Hannah rose up and started praying to the Lord in her heart. So, and this is the vow that she had said. And she had vowed, O vow, and said, O Lord of the hosts, if thou wilt indeed look upon the afflictions of thy handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thy handmaid, but will give unto thy handmaid a child, then I will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there should be no razor upon his head. And it came to pass, as she continued praying before the Lord, that Eli marked her mouth. Now Hannah she spake in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunk, and Eli said unto her, How long wilt thou be drunken? Put away thy wine from thee. So they did eat and she did drink, but when she sat over in the corner, she was praying to the Lord to have a son. She was praying to have a child, and the Lord was already planning on getting Eli out of there. So guess what? She was going to get the wish that she had wanted, and the baby was going to evidently be placed in the temple to grow up in the Lord in Eli's place. This is wonderful right here, saints. This is good for us to know that we can pray to the Lord and the Lord will give us the desires of our heart, but let us keep our word to the Lord as well. So when Eli thought that she was, murmuring because she was not moving her lips, he thought she was drunk, but she actually was praying to the Lord. So let's go right down here to 1 Samuel 25 through 27, and let's see Hannah's prayer getting answered. And they slew a bullock and brought the child to Eli. And she said, O my Lord, as thy soul liveth, my Lord, I am the woman that stood by thee here praying unto the Lord. For this child I prayed, and the Lord hath given me my petition, which I asked for. So after she weaned Samuel off and got him old enough to pack his little belongings and take him to the temple down in Shiloh, Hannah had made it a point to let Eli know when he thought she was drunk that day, this is what she was praying for, and this is the baby that the Lord had given her to be raised up in the temple. So they slew a bullock and they took it up down to Shiloh, and they had presented the offering and the baby to the temple to be raised up. So this is a wonderful word right here, saints. Our prayers don't go unnoticed, and our prayers are powerful. So let us get more acclimated in our word and in the spirit so we can pray out to the Lord and let it line up with what the Lord's doing so the Lord can grant our petition. So this is a wonderful word, saints. You guys go and be blessed in Jesus' mighty name.